Hi, my name's Sean Kay. Welcome to He Cooks, They Score. This is really a show all about cooking dishes or entire meals for people that you care about and presenting them in really elegant ways. It's going to be super simple recipes, and I'm going to start with this first recipe, which is simply a cucumber salad, which you can serve at the beginning of a meal, during a meal with rich foods, or after a meal. It's a super simple dish that can be prepared well in advance of the meal you're cooking, because really you don't want to be stressed out. So I'm going to start with 3 ingredients. You could use any vinegar that you want. You can use red wine vinegar, sherry vinegar. I like rice wine vinegar because it's clean and it's really got, I don't know, a punchy acidic taste that I really like. I don't do a lot of measurements. I think it's really sort of tough to follow too many recipes with too many measurements. So I pour the rice wine vinegar into a bowl, and it's pretty liberal. You're basically doing a pickling, but it's a cold pickling liquid. So then I put in some sugar. So the sugar should dissolve in this liquid, right? Like I said, it's like a pickling liquid. And now I'm going to prepare the cucumber. So I've got about half an English cucumber, and I like the English cucumbers because they have very small seeds. I'll just take off the end. What I'd like to do is peel it. You don't necessarily have to peel it before you slice it, but I really personally like peeling it. You can also leave some of the peel there just to give it a nice look. So I love a mandolin. If you don't have one, I recommend you pick one up. It's just a great way to slice quickly and also very thinly, depending upon how you adjust the mandolin. Usually they have a guard. What I make sure that I do is not go right down to where my fingers are. I'll usually leave a bit at the end. But essentially, you're just running it back and forth. It goes very fast, and you'll see that what you get are some very, very thin slices of cucumber. So I'm going to make, again, this is a salad for 2. You can really make it for a lot more people if you want to. And it's really fast, really simple. So I've left a little bit at the end so I don't worry about my fingers. And I put now the cucumber, I put it all in this pickling liquid. Make sure it's all covered. You really want the cucumber to soak up the vinegar and sugar solution. And what happens is it softens in the fridge, but it still has a crunch to it, no matter how long you leave it there. So you can leave it overnight, you can leave it for an hour. You just want to leave it and give it enough time for it to wilt a little bit. Okay, so I've had it in the fridge for a couple of hours. And now I'm pulling out the cucumber salad. You can always adjust the flavor. If you find it too sweet, you can also add a little bit of, a sort of neutral oil, like a grapeseed oil. If you like olive oil, you certainly can add olive oil in here. So before we plate it, I'm going to just drain off some of the solution. That's the pickling solution. And now we're going to add a little bit of color and a little bit of flavor. So I'm going to add some pepper. I want to add some salt, right? And I want to add, for a little bit of kick, I want to add some chili flakes. And really this is to taste. If you like heat, bring it on. If you only like a little bit, it's nice to have a little bit of a kick and then you have a little bit of color, right? So you mix all that together. Okay, so now that we've combined all those things, now we're gonna plate it up and make it look beautiful. Just get a nice big white plate. You wanna leave a lot of room. I just think it's beautiful when you have it sort of framed, just like a painting. And arrange it in whatever way you'd like. It's kind of like your opportunity to be a little bit artistic if you wanna be. To finish it off, you can either put more chili flakes if you want a little bit more heat, but to finish it off, we're gonna put some sesame seeds, some toasted sesame seeds on there. Now you can buy toasted sesame seeds in any grocery store, but you can also just take some raw sesame seeds, put them in a dry pan, and just toast them until they're a little bit toasted. It really brings out the oils out in the sesame seeds. And then what you do is you just sprinkle them on. So this is a great example of what this series is going to be all about. It's a beautiful, tasty dish, presented really elegantly. It's very simple. And the key to all of the dishes that I'm going to be presenting in other segments is going to be that you don't want to have a ton of food in front of the person that you're cooking for. You really want to have a light meal with a lot of incredible flavor. It's an incredible way to either start off your meal or finish the meal with a beautiful palate cleanser. I'm Sean Kay, and this has been a segment of He Cooks, They Score.